Good morning and welcome to Upper Body Monday. Right, let's find ourselves a space and make a start. I'm going to start by just jogging on the spot, just getting ourselves warmed up, going from not moving to moving, being asleep to awake, just gently moving our body. That's all we're going to do. Nice and gentle. Okay, and then star jumps, jumping jacks. Get those great big joint moving, get that synovial fluid flowing. Nicely done. Then begin to jog on the spot. And we'll kick those out from there. Right, great. So this morning we're going to aim to do 5 different exercises, specifically looking at our upper body, mainly our shoulders, so our medial delts, those muscles that go across the top of our shoulders, our rear delt, our little tiny muscles on the back of our shoulders, and then our lats, the great big muscles going down our back. I'm going to start off with some bent over rows. So you'll need a set of weights or anything that's provides a bit of resistance. It could be bottles, bags, or even your resistance bands. We're going to start with our feet shoulder apart, bending up by hinging our hips, keeping our back nice and straight, and our arms just become levers, just hanging there. And from there, we're going to squeeze our back to raise our arms and slowly return back to starting position. And if you look at that from the side, we've got, let's say, squeeze our back, raise our arms, and slowly return back to start position. After we've done those, we're going to go into some single arm rows. So you need something to lean on. I'm going to lean on this block here. And then we're going to, the arm that we're leaning on, keep that leg nearest to the bench or the chair, whatever you've got available. And again, bending over, pivoting out your hips, keep your back nice and straight. Then we're going to squeeze our back to raise the arm. As we do so, we're going to pivot and twist just that little bit on our back. As we squeeze that back, just get that little bit extra of it, and slowly return back to start position. So again, if you look at it from the side angle, all it's coming all the way up, pivot slightly, and straight back down again. From there, we're going to go in to some lateral raises. We're going to do some lateral raises sat down. So sit down, and keep that back nice and straight. We're still bringing our arms up to shoulder height, and slowly bring them back down again. As we get to the top, hold it for a brief pause before we turn it back to the start. And as always, as you'll see from this side, we keep our thumb lower than our little finger. All the way back down. Okay, after we've completed that one, we're going to go into overhead press. So again, we're going to do this seated again. So stay sat down, keep your arms over your shoulders, and we're literally just going to drive them up to the ceiling and then bring them straight back down again. Your palms can be facing forward, all the way up, and all the way down. We look at that from the side. What you'll notice is, again, we're keeping it in line with our body. So everything's kind of nicely stacked on top of each other. So we're using our strength from our muscles as well as from our skeleton. And then last but not least, we're going to go back into that bent up position as we're going to do our rear delt flies. Slight bend in the elbows, going to raise the arms just before the shoulder blades start to move, and bring them back down together. Again, as you see from the side, the run just coming out to the side, nothing else. Nice small movement. Okay, all right, let's make a start with set number 1. Get ourselves into position. We're going to do 4 sets as always, 10, 10, 12, and 15. And starting with 10 bent over rows. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. From there into our single arm rows. We can keep our back nice and straight, protecting our back at all times. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch arms. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Taking a seat as we go into our seated lateral raises. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from there into our seated overhead press. Starting these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Standing up, we're going to our last exercise of this set. We go into our mid-out flies. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, have a break, grab a drink. Let me turn the timer on. There we are. A whole minute of break for you. So hopefully you guys have got a great week planned, as always. Something, well, it's just a variety of things. Because obviously we've got the things that you're going to be doing for your work or your career or your business. There's going to be things that you're going to be doing for your family as well, which, again, try and find things in there that you can really enjoy. It's the most amazing thing to do. Some things with your friends, perhaps. Maybe they're going to spend some time with them this week and enjoy that time. And also some things for yourself specifically. You know, because you've got to find things that you really do want to do. All right. Speaking of things that I do want to do, I'm going to turn this on to Do Not Disturb for an hour. Because I keep getting messages pop up. It's quite disturbing. Don't you just love computers and stuff? Speaking of which, it's time for us to start set number 2. So again, grab yourself a light. We're going to start off in our bent over position. That's going into our bent over rows for our lats. Speaking of our lats, that's exactly where we want to have our thoughts. Really feel your back, connect with your back, squeeze your back to raise your arms up. And then feel your back as you're stretching it out as you bring your arms back down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Going back to our bench, we're going to our single arm rows. Again, keeping our connection with that back. So really concentrate, try and fire as many of those muscle fibers as you can. And we'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch arms. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, taking a seat as I go into our seated lateral raises. Then I'm going to change our focus away from our lats now into our shoulders. Feel that muscle that runs across the top of your shoulders as you raise your arms. Really squeeze as much as you can, and then feel it stretch out as you bring your arms back down. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and from there, into our overhead press. Again, bringing our weight so our shoulders, palms facing forward, still our head in the same place around those brilliant lateral medial delts. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And from there, back into our bent out position as we go into our rear delt flies. This time sending our mind into those posterior delts, those rear delts, that little tiny muscle. That muscle that just works just before your shoulder blades kick in. We'll start these in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Put it down, have a break, grab a drink. Now we're doing good. Yeah. So the variety, that is the week ahead. This week, what have I got? I have got a client meeting. So it's all day looking at a major transformation program for their business. That'll be tomorrow all day. That's gonna be good. Got a whole variety of coaching calls and other kind of sessions this week, which is always good fun. I've got choir on Wednesday. So I didn't know if you guys know, I do actually sing in a choir with my wife and daughter, which is really lovely. I really enjoy that. I'll be spending time with my sons as well, which is always nice. What else have we got going on? Saturday, we've got a wedding that we're going to, because it's one of Sarah's cousin's weddings. So that's going to be really nice. And we've got parkrun as well. So parkrun and a wedding. That's going to be good fun. And then Sunday, we've got Leeds 10K. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting week this week. And neither of us feel prepared for the Leeds 10K, but hey ho, that's part of the fun of it, isn't it, right? But we know that when we get to the York one in August, we'll definitely be prepared for that. Speaking of being prepared, it's time to get into set number 3. So get back into our bent over position as we go into our bent over rows. You can really feel our back squeeze, and we're going to use gravity on this one. So fast on the way up, slow and controlled on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, into our single arm rows. And again, using gravity to really help making it that little bit harder. So fast on the way up, slow and controlled on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, switch arms. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now, into our seated position as we go into our lateral raises, seated lateral raises. Same again there, 12 reps, fast on the way up, hold it for the moment, slow and controlled on the way down. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, into overhead presses. So straight up, fast on the way up, slow and controlled on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and from there into our rear delt flies, back into our bent down position, shifting our focus, as I said before, into our posterior delt. Fast on the way up, slow and controlled on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, have a break. Have a drink. Put the timer on. Got slightly heavier weights on the next one. A lot heavier on that single arm row. Definitely. All good fun. So yeah, it's gonna be nice going to a wedding. Definitely gonna be nice to do that. I'm looking forward to it. And that was being a little bit morbid, but it's just part of life, isn't it? I think this is probably the last wedding from our generation within our family. So the next set of weddings are going to come from the next generation below. So looking forward to when they start. But then there's always a lot of possibility that the next thing that kind of happens is we start meeting up with people at more funerals and weddings, which is the circle of life, unfortunately. But otherwise it'd be a fairly crowded planet, let's face it. And hopefully everyone's had an amazing life before they get there. Certainly, that's my aim, is to when that day does arrive. Obviously, I probably won't know anything about it, but to have lived as long and as good and as fruitful and as enjoyable life as I can, supporting and helping as many others as I possibly can on that journey and enjoying it as well. Speaking of which, I get back, set number 4. We head straight into our bent over rows, specifically targeting our lats. So get ourselves into a bent over position, back nice and straight, arms as levers. Really concentrate and connect with that lat, really squeeze every muscle fiber you can. Fasten the way up, slow on the way down. In 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, from there into our single arm row. Again, nice in that bent over position. 15 reps. Really connect to the lats. Passing the way up, slowing the day down. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, switch arms, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Into our seated position. Let's go into seated lateral raises. Same again. Fasten the way up, slowing the way down. Really concentrate on squeezing your shoulders, those medial delts that run across the top of your shoulders. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and from there into our overhead press, our shoulder press. Same again. Half the way up, slowing the way down. Concentrate on those medial delts. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Last and final exercise of this morning session into our bent over rear delt flies. I'll start these in 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, pop the weights down, grab yourself a drink, and that is the end of another upper body session for today. As always, have an absolutely super amazing week ahead and thoroughly enjoy it. We're back again on Wednesday for Core Wednesday, and upper body Thursday, lower body on Friday. And then it's back to another weekend. Wow, time can move fast if you don't take every advantage of it. So live